Hey class, it's Mr. Dow with a brief message about what's coming up at the beginning of week 5 and what's happening at the end of week 4. But first, let's see what crypto's doing. Crypto, what are you doing? What are you doing? Same stuff he was doing last week about this time. So, all right. I'm filming this on Thursday night of week number 4. So, and I'm going to post it in Saturday morning on week number 5. The main thing that's happening at the end of week 4 is you should be turning in paper number 1. The one thing I want to talk about was what advantage you have, if any, of turning the paper in late if you're struggling. We have 13 people in the class right now. I think about 9 or 10 are kind of where they need to be to get that paper in. So, I'll find out when I see what's on turnitin.com on Saturday. Here's something I tell every class I've ever taught. It is better for you grade-wise to turn in a good paper that's a little bit late, rather than turn in a bad paper on time. I think sometimes when people say, I got to get something in, they just kind of send, this will be something, and then I'll get some points. If it doesn't follow the assignment, if you don't have 5 paragraphs, and each body paragraph has 3 quotes, and you're sticking to the assignment, I don't give it any points. I just say you didn't do the assignment, and I wait till I actually get the assignment. Everybody needs to do the same assignment. On the other hand, though, if you realize, if I took another day, I could really actually get a decent paper out of this. I've just been pressed for time. My advice, take that day. I take off maybe 3 points. It's not a big deal. You can certainly still get an A on the paper even. So, don't feel bad if you're a day late. Don't worry and say, Mr. Dow, I need an extension. Just, it's going to be a day late. I've set up the turnitin.com file to take late papers whenever they get turned in. Now, the problem occurs, though, if it's going to take you till somewhere in the middle of week 5 to turn in paper 1, you're at a huge disadvantage then, because a lot of stuff's happening week 5 to prep you for paper number 2, and a lot of the work has to be done that week. So, keeping in mind that week 6 is turn in paper 2 and take the final exam. That's a lot of stuff. You want paper 1 to kind of get out of the way and be acceptable, at a reasonable amount of time. As soon as I get those paper 1s, I will start grading them, and I'll post the grades. I'll let you know that I've graded them, because in week 5, you have to kind of go over your paper and kind of see the marks and tell me what you think about that, what you think you have to work on. Anyway, that's my main comment. Just so if you, if you need an extra day, take the extra day before you turn in the paper. You lose very few points, and it could help you a lot. On the other hand, don't turn in something that doesn't match the items on the checklist on this week, in week number 4. Go through that checklist. Make sure you can check each one of those boxes off, and you're turning in a good paper. Okay, that's it. Let's see what crypto's up to. Crypto. Ignoring me. All right, see you next week.